All right, so we're doing a little bit of a recap today. It is Wednesday today, and the market once again is slow. I don't know if you watched the recap from yesterday, but yesterday we had a lot of rejections, and so today it was a little bit of more cautious type of day, making sure the volume in the market is actually going to sustain. And today we did get some good moves. We had a lot of penny movers today, and we also had some small cap. Um, higher than $3, roughly around $3 stock. It didn't hold up, unfortunately, but we got a couple trades on it. It was green. It's one of my best green days of the month, and it's so far we're sitting up over $32 today, which is really good. For me at least, I've been really struggling this month, and so to be able to find a place in the market today has been really nice. And so basically today at 7 o'clock we sat down, and the first thing we saw was SLXN starting to gap up here at 7 a.m. 7:15, and so it kind of curled off this low and ended up being able to break VWAP, and that kind of like positioned the market in a good place, for penny stocks. But because it was so thickly traded, like if we go to XLXN right here, you can see how the bid and the ask is super stacked up. You have a lot of orders on either side, and so that'll make the market really, really hard to push up or push down. You really have to have solid momentum for it to go up, and large traders will take 50 to 1,000 shares. 50,000 to 100,000 shares just for one entry, just getting in and getting out. So it really stacks up both sides of the market, and it's not really able to pull away the way I wanted to see it and expand to a higher price level. So I ended up getting one trade on that for a $10 trade, and I believe I took that at for the break of two right here, when it held, and then continuation going higher. So that was a good trade off of the dip, but it wasn't able to go very quick. It went up to 230, this resistance level. I was able to draw this line out from the after hours market here, and the gap up at 4 a.m. So so we have some resistance, some ascending resistance here. But the good thing about this was that it did end up going a little bit higher, retracing, and then it made a second move for a double top. So definitely a good move, but very thickly traded and hard to get your feet set in this stock. But around 8 o'clock, we had another move, VINC, which had news about promising data, and it's an anti-drug. So it's a pharma company, and it had a decent move. It wasn't able to hold, unfortunately. We had this big topping tail on the 1 minute, and then all of a sudden it ends up being able to curl back, wick reclaim, held over 280, and then extension higher. So I didn't end up getting a trade until later on. I could have took that breakout over 280 for the extension, but it was one of those trades where it happened so fast, and you're not really sure if you need to trust this one yet. So I let it pull back for a second, and I ended up getting looks like I got 3 trades on this for $22 of profit. So I was what I didn't do good yesterday was I didn't take the micro scalps, right? We have a stock popping up here right now, NVNI, which was this was on the gap scanner a little bit ago. So if we can see here, I'm going to pull up NVNI. I'm not going to trade this one, but I just want to show you what I'm looking for. So that's the extension up to 350. Let's see if it holds this level. Holds this level, you can add here for the extension higher. Doesn't get it, so you're looking to take profit. Let's see if this bounces back up here. Bounces and then drops back lower. See, this is kind of one of the things that we have going on today, where you have to take your profit very quickly, or it's just going to go lower. Let's see if this holds the $6 level. It's holding at 313. I'm looking primarily at the ask here. That's a nice hold up to 20. You could take profit in that area. Looking for the extension over 20 and back to higher. But see how it's just not giving that? It's giving that little bit of a drop. That's not what we want to see. We want to see it curl back up and go higher. We're flirting with VWAP here, and I don't like to flirt with VWAP. I mean, I don't mind taking a dip every once in a while, but this is a case for an early flush if it wants to flush like that. Let's see here, 53 back up to 610, holding, looking for the break of 620 here, and then an extension back up to 650. It's struggling to get over 620. But yeah, this is basically the type of market that we're in, where it's just very choppy. You're not really sure if something's going to hold, especially it not being a leading gap or having news that I've seen so far. So it looks like people in the chat room are at least getting a little bit of small trades here, but nothing crazy. But it's very hard to trust something like this. You know, it's holding this level. So if you were gonna break, nope, it broke under. Oh, it's holding over. So see how it's just so choppy? Like it'll go one direction and then go the next, and then back up, back down. And so it's just one of those stocks that it's very hard to trade. You can look for the next 1 minute pullback, but we're below VWAP, so you're gonna have to wait a second before it does. But anyways, those were the two trades that I got, was VINC and SLXN. We had a couple of penny stock momentums, OCA. Some people got this nice pop up to 75 cents from, you know, a low of, you know, 43, so 45. So that was a really good trade right there if you're able to catch that. Other than that, the market has been really choppy. I think we had one more penny leader, EVTV. Yeah, this was a nice one earlier this morning too. Immediately pops to $1.50 a share from 60 cents a share. So that's a nice pop right there if you're able to catch that. But not very many people were able to. We had SXTP, which was also another nice slow gainer here. Let's look at NVNI one more time before I get rid of it. Yeah, we're below VWAP. Let's see if we can get above here. Looks like it's not going to be able to get above right now. So that's kind of like what we had today. Just slow momentum. A couple trades, nothing really holding today, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to wait for some momentum, and I think that's partly due to the DeepSeek AI, you know, dramatic trauma that the SPY went through a couple days ago, where it just was able to tank the market down. Let's look at the daily chart here. You know, it drops it all the way from 06 to 94, so that's a pretty significant drop right there. You know, today is one of those days where it's nothing to write home about, but it's definitely a good solid base hit, like I said yesterday, where I didn't want to take another loss and continue further down. So I was able to bounce back up from today, looking for more momentum tomorrow, and we can continue on from there. So very good trading day so far. I'm gonna sit here a little bit past market open in a couple minutes and see if we got any momentum. If not, probably won't trade anything unless we have something that comes out with news at 9:30, but it's very unlikely. I've only seen a couple of those happen recently. So anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.